Welcome to Ringside Riffs by Cortes. Today, we're jumping into what is going on with Cody Rhodes and why he is letting one of the most electrifying superstars in all sports entertainment, The Rock, take over his match, and why exactly is this affecting the road to WrestleMania? How would the bloodline be shaken up, and what else is occurring in the dreams of Cody Rhodes? How is this going to all be determined? Going into WrestleMania, many storylines are now presenting themselves. Logan Paul retained the US Championship, and what once seems to be a rumor is now going into the road to WrestleMania, as Kevin Owens and Logan Paul seem to be on that road together. Now, Kevin Owens was declared to be injured and had suffered an injury in what was to be this match. So we'll see what will happen. SmackDown was filled of twists and turns, and one thing was for certain: we get to see more matches and storylines throughout. After following a year's worth of Cody Rhodes, of wishing for him to win the WrestleMania, only for a heartbreak loss, only for us to get behind him in a rather more fashion, The Rock, the Hollywood superstar, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the new CEO of the company, steps right back in and says, hey, move over. It doesn't matter that CM Punk was in his way to become a WrestleMania main eventer. It doesn't matter that you were on your way to become the WrestleMania main eventer at night 2. It doesn't matter that the news and the rumors had circulated. It all matters that CM Punk has been injured and we have to pivot. And what better thing than to remove you from the main event, and instead of finishing your storyline, you will now be the backup, the phase 2, because you were the one that got injured. You were the one that got CM Punk hurt. You were the one that did not know that this man was a fragile being. So, as CEO of the company, as The Rock, as the main guy, as the one that will build millions and millions of fans back into WWE, one thing is for certain: I have to be the main character. I have to be the one that brings the people's attention, and what better way than the bloodline, than the people's champ, than for me to go against the one and only Roman Reigns. And I'm sorry, Cody, to tell you this, but it is going to happen, as we are now being underway. The people want this, the people need this, and The Rock, yes, The Rock, the one and only, the great one, is here and saying to you, we are going to do this together. So don't get it twisted, Cody Rhodes. I understand that you're on your way to be a main event, to be a champion, but if it's The Rock, then it is going to be against Roman Reigns, and to take all the glory, all those days from him being a champion, all that momentum that has built, because I am the CEO. I am the leader of these writers and staff and program producers of the Khans and the Triple H's and even your father, Cody Rhodes. So understand this: if The Rock wants to be the main character, if he wants to be the main guy in this storyline, then you have to step away. And that's exactly what I think happened, because there is no other way that Cody Rhodes came out on SmackDown and gave Roman Reigns a pretty vague excuse on why he might not challenge him in WrestleMania, and gave the way for The Rock to finally meet face to face against Roman Reigns. It wasn't a highly anticipated event, but is it right? Is it right for The Rock to be the one facing off against Roman Reigns when that's not what the original storyline had been building up? Hadn't we all been waiting for Cody Rhodes to face off against Roman Reigns? Wasn't that the original storyline that we had all through all these Raws, SmackDowns, and pay-per-views have been building up to go against this, the Dreamer, the American Nightmare? But no, now we see The Rock back doing his confrontational, the people making their cheer, but it wasn't like that at home. No, it was not. The people, just like me, were not satisfied, we're not happy, we're not content with this showdown of two titans. Why? Because if this was going to happen, if this was the main event, if this was the main storyline that had been building up this whole time, then why not give Cody Rhodes the title already? Why make him lose the title? Why make him not lose and win the main event at WrestleMania? Why make him seem as if this whole time he had even won the Royal Rumble and pointed at Roman Reigns and pointed at the WrestleMania, only to give his way to The Rock, only to give his way into what will be the People's Champion? And that was what we were all wondering, and it was impressive. They hugged and they Rock, whispered some thoughtful that have been rumors into Cody Rhodes' ear, but we know nothing about what was actually said. We only know that supposedly Cody Rhodes is happy and that his dream is not the dream everybody thought of. It is not the dream that we have all been making up in our minds. But if you can tell what happened on Twitter, everybody definitely got upset. Everybody does not want to see The Rock in the main event to be the one to take on Roman Reigns, because it is not the desirable experience that we all want. It is definitely one of the most disliked videos that the WWE has had in the past years, and with the ratio of that, will the WWE pivot into what they are doing, or will they continue leaving The Rock versus Roman Reigns, just as everybody had already rumored and speculated, but nobody actually wanted? Because this is something that, even though it is a Clash of Titans, it has been feeling that the momentum that Cody Rhodes has been building ever since his return has solidified him as a superstar, as a regression of, again, passionate fans building back into the WWE. So there has been no reason into why Cody Rhodes has been replaced by The Rock against Roman Reigns. There has been no real reason or explanation about why the Royal Rumble winner, the twice in a row Royal Rumble winner, would go after Seth Rollins, someone who he has already defeated multiple times, for even that opportunity to go against Roman Reigns, and shown that he is more of a willing fight, that he has not been able to defeat Roman Reigns other than going against Seth Rollins again, a man who all the WWE universe knows that will be able to put over Cody Rhodes and will be able to give him the win, and that won't be as impressive as stated before against Roman Reigns. And that doesn't make any sense. Why they are willing to make this change, why they are willing to make this change to the dream, to the supposedly storyline that had already been building up this whole time. Now, if this is the path that the WWE is taking, then this is definitely not the path that we had all been expecting ever since the return of the American Nightmare into the WWE. One thing is for certain, we have all been here to discuss what we have seen, and Cody Rhodes has been leaving me in disgust, and I want to hear everybody's opinions, because if this is something that you have been dreaming of, to see The Rock against Roman Reigns, to see a man whose dream it was to be the main event and not only win a championship, but win a championship that his father had never won, to hold the most coveted prize in sports entertainment, the WWE Championship, just to be retained and replaced by The Rock, does not make any sense. And just as it doesn't make any sense to leave a man shattering in disbelief, it does not make any sense all the rumors that keep on circulating around the WWE. Now, we all know that there are not just rumors. There's definitely a lawsuit, and there's definitely people that have been involved that should be exposed and should be forever retained from the history of the WWE. And who is that? We have Brock Lesnar coming out in the lawsuit case, and we know that there had been great plans of a maybe WrestleMania match of Gunther against Brock Lesnar, but with the recent allegations and the lawsuit pending against Vince McMahon, we know that Brock Lesnar is that one superstar, that one UFC championship mentioned in that lawsuit, and that lawsuit is heavy duty. And we know that if there is one thing that can be distracting all these people, all of us, from the Janelle Grant lawsuit, it couldn't be that bringing The Rock back, a superstar of great caliber, so that we can all overflow what has been going on with Brock Lesnar and Vince McMahon, because the allegations have been getting more and more detailed. And as we go into the lawsuit, we can only assume that these allegations might be confirmed, and that's the scary part. The TKO merger and the Vince McMahon downfall can only be assured as WWE has been definitely changed into an era that has not been witnessed before. And if something is greatly possible and positive, that this man is no longer even involved in the company, because everything that has been going on and all the details, it really shows that it is not deserving of what has been going on. The TKO era and the WWE have been definitely banning Vince McMahon from everything, and even if he hasn't been proven guilty yet, this has already expanded that these types of allegations, the type of people he has surrounded himself with, the type of character that he has shown himself to be, is truly one of a monster. And being that he has been not able to contribute to the WWE as he was hurting the development team. So I think Triple H has done a great job. I think the staff have done a great job by not only trying to limit the publicity and the allegations and correctly doing what they've had, but trying to correctly just try to run the continuing storyline and what they have building up. And if that means that they have to put The Rock in the WrestleMania to be able to sell tickets, to be able to overshadow this catastrophe that is going on in the WWE right now, if that means that they have to be able to pull up big names and big controversies and make Cody Rhodes believe that he should have been the main event, and people talking about Cody Rhodes not being in the main event instead of focusing on what Vince McMahon had done to Janelle Grant and what he could have done to the other people in the WWE, and what other people probably in his position, if that is true, will do the same thing. So I think it is a genius plan right now, and a marketing statement that Triple H is doing to not only bring big time superstars, but also overshadow the news that is going on. And even if that is not the case, that is definitely how we are all feeling about the Cody Rhodes situation, being that even though it is a hot topic what is happening with Vince McMahon, there has been no ties to it in the WWE universe, making it a great step and having a great separation of what is going on between both businesses. So I believe that this is a great way and a great path, and one thing is led to the other, and we will continue to see what happens in these allegations, and we'll continue to see what happens in the road to WrestleMania. And we know that Triple H has been planning this from the start to have a great and successful way in Pennsylvania. So if that's it, thank you guys for watching.